not one single model in the world, nor about best practice of housing finance, but truly you are right to point out sometimes we were making our life a bit too easy, to saying there's lending to the households, individuals, people taking mortgage or quasi-mortgage, right, and loan to the developers, the builders, right? And these two realities remain very vivid. They remain two big parts of any housing finance system. Now, you can see that there are alternative models, or it's a continuum of solutions in which between these products you can see the role, for example, of cooperatives. Housing cooperatives are starting to play a big role in some countries. Some microfinance association, group lending, we've seen that in Philippines and other places, where a group of people bring together a better credit score, if I may say so, because they bring a common piece of land and they help each other, or collective guarantees. These models we see a lot, for example, in countries like Kenya or Philippines. So yes, you're right, community can be used, but there's a moment when you go to each family wants to have his own home, right? Where the collective guarantee mechanism reach a limit. So it works very well, I would say from my experience, for relatively small size cooperatives or communities. When you reach communities where you have maybe 5,000 families, the product has to be adapted. So, but yes, I believe that there's room for that. But in terms of big size, I think still the mortgage market and construction finance remain the two big pillars. Except, but of course, part of my answer, we assume that we're going to discuss home ownership. Now, if we think about the broadest range of solution, we cannot forget rental. And that's a very strong point for the World Bank Group that I represent. We think that any country now have to rebalance a bit better the home ownership and the rental part of solutions. I say that because rental, one way to do rental finance, you can have the big institutional investors buying REITs, or you can have the small landlord taking the risk to put his vacant unit to a tenant. But in between, we see many countries that use also the model of non-profit associations. To answer your point, you can use different distribution mechanism by which you would have a large landlord, if you want. We may not be only a capital market investor, which can be a non-profit, and they can provide a lot of solutions to get the scale and provide solutions of property management so that the rents will be maybe a little bit below the market. This kind of model is very used in Europe, for example, including in Germany and Austria. And we see this kind of model also being part of the package of possible solutions.